Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. So we're on top of a parking garage, not my typical parking garage, but a different parking garage. And what I want to do is show you guys what makes my S650 Mustang, I think, very different. And I guess if you guys a spoiler alert, it's because it's Whipple supercharged. Just kidding, that's a joke. Every single one of these S650s these days seems like it's Whipple supercharged. Now, what I actually really think what makes my Mustang different is the interior, which I know you guys have seen in past videos, definitely some driving videos, and you guys can probably see right here. And I'll show you guys an edit of the interior here shortly. But just to kind of give you a backstory of it, I never really planned on doing a whole lot to the interior of this car, but when I bought it, I kind of realized I didn't love the textures and colors of the interior. I ranted about this before on my channel. Just the faded dark gray, I don't think is a good looking. I don't think is a good looking color for the interior. Like I've said a million times before, I really think Ford should have just went the jet black for interior colors on these cars. But so what I figured I'd do is I'm just gonna kind of just throw a bunch of material, Alcantara, suede, and anything I really can at the interior to try to dress it up a bit. And I think overall, I'm pretty happy with how it all came out. I don't think this is gonna be a permanent kind of thing. There are some things I wanna change. There's definitely some things I wanna redo. And I think probably in a year, maybe mix up the colors a little bit, or at least color placement, and maybe even do like a rear seat delete, but that's a little bit far away. But like right now, I definitely love how the interior is. Whenever people get into the car, they're always so fascinated by it. But I do just think it definitely is something that sets my S650 apart from all the others. And I think also too, when you open the door and you're greeted with a bunch of red, it looks really good in contrast with the blue. But at the end of the day, this really only costed me probably around $450 mark. And I think most of that was probably a little bit of money waste and trial and error on some materials I bought that didn't end up being very good. And also the seat covers. The seat covers are around 200 bucks. So that was certainly a plurality of the cost there. But overall, I think you can do this stuff to the interior of your Mustang relatively pretty cheap. I know there's a lot of different custom car seats out there, specifically custom themselves, the brand custom with a K. And I've heard really great things about them, but you can even go cheaper. I know there's like Panda branded car seats. I think these ones are Karstein, I believe. You can search them up on Amazon. Seat covers for the S550 Mustangs will fit the seat covers for the S650 Mustangs. Because again, like I said before in past videos, the seats are the exact same pretty much in structure and shape from the S550s to the S650s. They changed the material a little bit, stitching a little bit, and the color, they faded a bit down from their original jet black that they had. But the car seats will fit. And then all this suede stuff that you guys are gonna see in the car, a lot of it is either really just what I bought from Amazon, where I just bought a large sheet of either black or red suede. It's a pretty stretchy material. It has some adhesive to it. And you just kind of take the pieces off the interior of the car and form fit it around. And then also, a lot of stuff is from like AliExpress, where you can get some pretty cheap suede kind of pre-cut pieces that you can throw at the interior of the car. The suede is definitely not as good of quality as the stuff that you can find on Amazon in bulk sheets, where like the fibers don't actually change directions according to how you touch them. Like think of like kind of how Alcantara is, where it'll change a different pattern depending on like how the suede is touched. But really, that's kind of what pieced this interior together. It's pretty cheap, a lot of trial and error, but overall, and also some fun experimentation. But overall is pretty fun to do. I wouldn't recommend doing it in the hot summer days, because that's where I did a lot of this, and that was pretty miserable. At least have somewhere that's shaded or something. For the seat covers, what I did have to do though is I had to actually unbolt the seats from the car. I brought them inside and then fitted the custom covers. Now, you can put the covers on without taking the seats out. I would not recommend it unless you have like 7 hands to be able to do that. It's just way too complicated. Much easier, take the seats out of the car. You can flip them over so you have like full visibility to the bottom side, and then you can do all the straps. And definitely some time and attention, you can definitely change these interiors and make them look pretty cool. And like, it's also a Mustang too, so, well, even more so, it's even a Mustang GT where you kind of can just do anything with the car and it's sort of kind of allowed. As long as you're not up badging. We don't do up badging in this channel. No Shelby snakes on Mustang GTs here. But yeah, no, really, it's definitely a fun project that I did. One thing that I kind of regret though is, and I think I've said this before, I have done a lot of mods to my car kind of before I started the channel, and I really didn't get to film that. So, of course, going forward, I'm gonna be filming everything that I do, but I just want to show you guys kind of a full edit of the interior and kind of give you guys a rundown of everything that I did. So here is that transition now. So yeah, guys, like I said, there's a lot of red in this interior. Hopefully you guys kind of enjoyed that little edit. I'm trying to get better at those. I think they're a lot of fun to create, but I'm brand new to the whole editing thing. Everything about YouTube, I'm brand new to. So still trying to work on that, but hopefully you guys kind of enjoyed that. And I appreciate you guys tuning in here for a relatively quick video. If there's anything you guys want to see more of with the interior, let me know in the comments. I love to showcase anything that you guys want to see. Anything specific. I know I did put out that video where I did some of the door stuff, but really, if there's anything else, just let me know, and I'd be happy to showcase, make a video for you guys. When it comes to, I mean, really anything interior or exterior, but I know the interior is pretty unique. So if there's anything you guys want to see, just let me know. But again, I appreciate you guys tuning into this video. Again, relatively short. My usual shtick, I'm not gonna beg you guys to like, comment, or subscribe. We did hit 50 subscribers, and I can't tell you guys how much I appreciate that. It is actually such a cool feeling knowing that you guys are out here watching my content, getting entertainment from it, and you guys see the value in subscribing. So if you guys do see that value, you know, I'd love it and be absolutely honored if you guys did subscribe. If you guys are new here, just checking out the channel, don't worry about it. Again, there's a lot more to come here with this Mustang. I do have some future build plans in mind, which I'm gonna probably release in a different video or even a different video series. But yeah, thanks guys for tuning in. One last thing for you guys. I want you guys to take care of yourselves. This is something that I've been working on myself. And I'm kind of speaking more in the mental kind of area. Really just like mental health stuff. But I definitely want you guys seriously to take care of yourselves. That is important to me. That's something I'm learning myself as we you know, go through gracefully as we can in this lifetime. But something that I have been trying to be aware of is the people I hang around with, or at least have in my vicinity. At the end of the day, you're generally going to be pulled toward the sum average of the people that you hang around with. So if these are people that don't really have a lot of consideration for others, who are kind of, you know, social consumers, and they don't really serve or provide a whole lot of, you know, value or meaning to your life, you got to be careful with that. And there's nothing wrong with entertainment. If you like being around people because they're fun and they're entertaining, that's awesome. I do the same thing, but you got to be careful of negative aspects and qualities in people. And I'm starting to realize that now. So I just want to put that out there. I really want you guys to take care of yourselves. Be careful who you guys are hanging around with. That's something that I've been kind of having an epiphany lately about. So it's just really important, I think, to surround yourself with the best kind of quality of people in life. But that is everything. Appreciate you guys tuning into this video, and I'll catch you in the next one.